The question was asked earlier, are stewardship contracts and other activities that we've undergone making a difference? And I can tell you, in Arizona, as you've seen and I've seen, they have made a difference. We have towns that are still there that wouldn't be otherwise. But we obviously have a lot of forest to treat, and I appreciate you coming to my office in January and detailing some of the plans that you have to expedite that. The new Fry chief executive position, that's important. Budget increase for Region 3 and more acreage designated to existing industry. That's all important. Can you talk a little more about, Fry is the biggest of its kind in terms of projects, a forest restoration initiative. What plans do we have with the existing contractor that we have there and those on the outside to expedite this forest restoration there?
Well, Senators, you've mentioned, Fry was the first of its kind to be able to do the analysis of 1 million acres with one document. And so now we have 540,000 acres. It's NEPA ready for work to be able, under the Fry project. So we continue to work with the contractor to be able to expand their production. They did have their best month on record in December, and they indicate they'll be able to continue to expand. That's good. But in addition to that, we also are moving forward to provide additional acres that need to be treated for other operators in that state so that we can build on not only the work that's being done by the Good Earth contractor, but also to be able to get additional work going. And at the same time, we got the rest of your state to worry about. Fry was a big project, but it was just a piece of it. And so that's the other challenge that we have. And so when we look at some of the additional hazardous fuels funding and some changes we've made in our management, some cost reductions that we've made to be able to dedicate some additional funds. But it's going to take multiple operators to be able to address the work that needs to be done in your state. So the changes that we're making to be able to move faster, to be able to use the Farm Bill authorities on other projects, and also be working with the state, potentially with Good Neighbor Authority, to be able to expand our current work.
All right. Well, thank you. Along those lines of allocation, budget, and priorities, the Eastern Arizona Counties Organization has discussed with you a detailed list, possible next steps in terms of forest restoration on the east side. How do you plan to use the additional money for Region 3 in that regard? Will that be dedicating some of it to the priorities that they've outlined?
Yes. It will also be look at using some enterprise teams to get some of the NEPA done. It's also to be able to bring in additional people to be able to put the project package together, and then also to be able to look at where are some areas that we can quickly get into so that we can continue to provide the wood that the east side operators need, and at the same time to also move forward on some larger scale projects so that they too can see multiple years of work in front of them versus what we'll be able to do in 16 and then have a question of, well, what's happening in 17? It's just another need for these long-term stewardship contracts, and if we could get a few of those going on the east side, then I think you and I would be having a different discussion.
Thanks.